as for yen crosses, I'm still sat in Swiss yen. This is, position trade. So I'm looking to be in this one for maybe the next year, possibly.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know you were in the Swiss yen trade as well. We're both in that. That's awesome. Well, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the yen concept. I like the silver trade, of course. We could talk about that one all day long as well. But before we had our previous segment start, I was looking at the Japanese economic heat map. I'm not sure if you've played around with this on your side on the Edge Finder yet, but it's been pretty cool. The yen strength, I talked about this at the beginning of the stream, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this too. I typically look for the quote unquote easy or obvious trade that's playing out in markets, whether it be currency market, whether it be, metals or indices or stocks. Right now, it seems like the yen strength story is pretty strong. It's not a guarantee that it keeps going, but I just wanted to give a bit of a checklist like I did earlier. GDP growth, stronger than expected. Manufacturing missed, but that's pretty much where it ends. Everything else is strong for the yen. Services PMI, strong. Stronger than forecasted specifically. Retail sales, stronger than forecasted, right? Inflation, hot. This has actually been what the Bank of Japan has been waiting for to start hiking rates, is they wanted to see an uptick in economic data and it materialize into inflation. And so they're seeing that. It's very different than what we see in the West, where people are like, we want to get rid of inflation. They actually want to see some sustained, prices driving higher, which gives them kind of a more confident view to raise interest rates. Unemployment rate also ticked lower, which they already have very stable and low unemployment. And look at this, 2.4%. Then you have employed people upticking as well. The reason I point that out is this is kind of the obvious trade right now, isn't it, James? And it doesn't mean that it's a guarantee that it's going to work. So I don't want to phrase it as like, oh, obviously it's just going to keep going. But do you typically look for something similar, like just the clear winning idea?
Yeah, so I've spoken about this quite a lot recently. So I'm sure Nick, my whole thing for the past 3-4 months was essentially just long the dollar, short the euro. That was the obvious way to go, and it was really just the easiest money for the way I trade anyway. Now I'm kind of not really in favor of that. So now the next one is the yen, as you said. But to specify on the Swiss yen, we've got two central banks, so the Swiss National Bank and the Bank of Japan, essentially doing the opposite thing. So it provides, a very cut and dry trade idea at the moment. Obviously, things can develop, things can happen, but right now, as things stand, I just see it as the most obvious choice.
If you'd like to see more of our free daily chart of the days, make sure to join our Telegram channel if you have not already joined. And if you are already in the Telegram channel, make sure to hit that thumbs up button to support our work. Also, quick reminder that if you're looking for free tools and free education in the trading space, head over to a1trading.com. You can check out our free technical, fundamental courses and much more.